Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. If you are brand new here, welcome. I'm Bonnie, Old Soul Mermaid. Today we have a mega unboxing video. And also, if you stick to the very end, there's a PSA announcement for those of you who are interested. I just got notification of this event and this product today, even though I think it was originally emailed to me way back in February and I didn't see it, but I got a message about this and I'm going to share it with you at the end. So stay tuned. But today is going to be an unboxing. As you can see, I've got a couple of packages from Leila and Olive, and I don't know which deck is in which box. So what we're going to do is we're going to do an unboxing, and I'm going to do timestamps so you can click on the timestamp of the deck you want to see. And also, I got this beautiful new product by the lovely Maree Bento. So we'll be looking at this as well. So we've got 3 products to unbox. I'll be putting timestamps so you can look at what you're interested in. And yeah, we're going to get to it. All right, so first of all, why don't we start with the package from Maree Bento? Because I think you guys are going to really think this is cool if I can get the tape off of it. Yeah, that's really easy. There's a couple of these that are brand new on her shop, and I chose this one, but I am going to get the other one. And it is a map, or a reading map. And look at that. I think this one was called the Celestial Sphere. I can't remember. But it is a vintagey mat. It's rubber backing on the back. And I think it is fabulous. Look at that. The quality is top notch. And this is going to be perfect for many of my decks, especially her decks. If these two match, she has this one and another one on her website. If they're successful, she'll probably make some more designs so you have more choices. But look at that. Fantastic. And I think I'm going to leave this out, especially for one of the decks that I'm going to unbox. Let's hold on a minute while I've got this out here. All right, I've got Maree's beautiful antiquarian tarot here. Look how beautiful that is. And I've also got her antiquarian Lenormand. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have so much fun with this because there is so much. I mean, this totally goes with it. Look at that. Oh my goodness. So much fun. So much fun. Her. Oh, yes. Yes. This is her Lua Tarot, to which I also have, let's move those up, her Lua Lenormand. And you know what? Her other mat in her shop would go perfectly with this deck. This one goes too, but yeah, I'm gonna get the other mat. Oh my goodness, this is so fun. Also, her Divine Muses. Look how beautiful that is. So gorgeous. Okay, so if you are a fan of Maree Bento, definitely go on her shop and check these mats out. If you're not familiar with her decks, I would definitely go and check out her site. I will leave a link in the description box below. So now to the first deck unboxing. I don't know what deck is going to be in this box, but look at this gorgeous paper, which I think I can use. Oh, wow. Look how pretty that is. Okay, definitely keeping the paper for mixed media projects. I know, oh, and more paper. Lots of this gorgeous paper. Okay, so it looks like the first deck that we are unboxing is the new Ad Orbita deck by Leila and Olive. All right, so I'm going to take the plastic off and I'll be right back. Okay, so these two decks are and the one I'm going to unopen, my first decks by Leila and Olive. You know, I was aware of the Pythia Rose, and I love the imagery, but I didn't think it was something that I could read with at, you know, the time it came out. And then recently I saw a video by Dawn Michelle at Boho Tarot. I believe it was her February, you know, decks I worked with video. I will link it below. But everything in that video, I wanted all her decks, and I ended up getting two, and I'll probably end up getting maybe one or two more that were in that video. Yeah, I know. But there was just something about this deck. And right now, beautiful production. It's a two-piece box with thumb cutouts. And on the front, it says, a tarot deck from the soil to the stars. Okay, you guys, so I'm experiencing my first actual Leila and Olive deck in hand. It has an aesthetic that I love, old, vintagey, tea-stained cards. So it says, from the soil to the stars, Ad Orbita is a tarot deck that explores ancient orbits of inner and outer space. Through 78 cards, major and minor arcana, the Orbita journeys past the present night sky into the sprawling, boundless realm of imagination, finding growth and gravity both near and afar. We move through cycles that foster or foil the fears that swing along the path of our creative fate. Join us, people of earth, where flowers root and grow, forever filling the void and the well with a wish, blooming brightly into all of the unknown space we may inhabit. Each deck holds 78 hand-illustrated card and antique gold gilded cards with instructive fold out. So this will have a fold out and not a book. So it's copyrighted in 2020 by Nicole Reales and Peter Henry Reed. And this is a tight fit, you guys. Very tight. Oh, and you want to see the beautiful artwork on the side. I don't want to leave that out. But holy moly, this is beautiful. I love the navy with the tea stain. So we'll take a look at the little pamphlet in just a second. There's no plastic or plastic wrap holding the cards together. So beautiful. I love matte gilding. You know, this matte gold, any matte gilding is so beautiful. This is super matte, but it's not the really thick matte cards. Not what I would call a rose petal finish. It's more along the lines closer to what Ethany's decks are. Like the Modern Love Tarot, the Modern Goddess Tarot, her Awakened Soul Oracle, and also probably closer to the Muse and Light Seers Tarots by Chris-Anne Donnelly, the mass market version. So kind of along that thickness, but with the beautiful matte gold edging. So what I think I'm going to do with this deck is I'm going to do a silent flip through and with some music, and then we'll talk about it at the end. So I hope you enjoyed that chill flip through of the deck. I did want to point out, I saw this Temperance card and I forgot to show you the inside of the box. So you see the inside, the bottom portion has the artwork that's on the Temperance card. And on the inside, on the top, it says, seasons of gravity bestowed by the air, where sound and light gather in time to be here. I love the poetry in here. Now, just very, very, very quickly, we're going to look at the fold-out pamphlet. Now, this is what you get. Not a book. Just a very basic pamphlet. And so I believe this is what I just... Is this what's on the back? Yes. But in addition to that, okay, this part is what's listed on the back of the box. But then it also says, when will the tides turn? When will a star give up and burn? When will a bee buzzing our ear from a light year away be heard? Join us, people of earth, where flowers root and grow forever, filling the void and the well with a wish, blooming brightly into all of the unknown space we may inhabit. And then you get just the basic meanings and a description of the cards. No keywords really. I'm just gonna try to open this up. This is what you get. I wish there was a book. I'm hoping that this will give me enough. And you see on the first side, there's the major arcana, but then in smaller print, they have all of the minor arcana in very small print. So I'm hoping this is enough information that I can read with this deck. This is like totally kind of against the grain for me. You know, I love these decks. The Pythia Rose I'm attracted to aesthetic wise and you know, art wise, but does it have enough for me to read with them? I have a few animal decks, but generally I gravitate towards scenic art and art with people, with faces and expression, whether it be more animated or more realistic art. I love, you know, I love the vintage art, vintage photography. So this is kind of why I'm attracted to this, because of the old aesthetic. But I think it is gorgeous, you guys, and I'm hoping that I will be able to read with it. Now, I know some of you may not like to buy decks that you don't know that you're going to be able to read with right off the bat, and I totally understand that. But I went and splurged for this deck because I'm hoping I'll be able to. I'm hoping that decks like these can bring me to another place with my reading, where it's not kind of given to me, where it's not, you know, the rote learning of the RWS and all the scenes. You know, when they follow it very closely, it's pretty easy. But with something like this, it's not. It's kind of its own thing. And I want to see what it says about the death card. I like the light and shadow depicting, you know, the negative side and the positive side of what death can be. So let's see what it says in the pamphlet. Sorcerer's violet bloomed in the dead center of a moon, dark or light. Between realms we must transfer reflections of light, hold no bearing on our path. For we must transform ourselves and turn the present into past. Okay, so I'm digging the writing for this deck. I kind of wish there was a little bit more, but that's just me for where I am in my tarot skills and, you know, where I'm at right now. It's a little bit sticky with that matte gilding. It's definitely going to, you know, you need to work through it. As with all new decks, even with some mass market decks, you got to work through it. I think this deck is gorgeous and in a way a little bit haunting for me. Just reading the poetry in the pamphlet and writing on the box. It is stunning. I'm going to pull another card. So there's no extra cards in this deck. Let's just pull another one and see what the pamphlet reads. Okay, so I'm digging this image for the Five of Pentacles. So I'm going to the back side, and the 5 says, weavers of light are bound to starry nights with a red rosebud in our center, yet we dream in black and white. Never despair of the perfect web we weave, as with the myth of Arachne or Arachne. Sorry, can't read. Look at the writing's really tiny. Arachne, we survive when we tear. We survive when we tear. Oh my gosh, I am so digging this. Oh my gosh. Okay, one more card, one more card. I'm really excited about this, you guys. Really, really excited. Oh, another Pentacles. Okay, 2 of Pentacles. Okay. A poppy in phases finds truth in the balance of lunar newness to fullness where we dream away absence. Priorities and perception are key here, as the direction we might blaze rests on how we might gaze. These are almost like poetic riddles, and I'm really, really digging it. It is not a deck that I am going to be able to whip out and read with what I've learned with, you know, traditional RWS meanings. Absolutely not. Does it have aspects in it? Yes, and the challenge is going to be connecting it. Oh my gosh, I am really excited. And just, I'm going to pull up a little bit here, just so we can look at the cards a little bit. I love the Suit of Cups. I think it's my favorite with the ocean tide, and you see the gravitational pull on the tides. It's just, it's vibrant. It's movement. It depicts movement very well. And then the Suit of Swords with its more celestial aesthetic and artwork. There's comets shown. And I think these, oh my gosh, they just really, really pair together well. I need to get up more. I'm sorry. So from what I've seen of the Pythia Rosa, very, very similar art aesthetic, but it's got this more celestial thing going on, you know, with the planets and asteroids and comets and stars. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. And if you are finding any value to this video so far, please consider hitting a like, comment below, hit a subscribe, the notification bell, because I come quite often with videos. So if you've been on here on my channel long enough, you know that is the case. Ready for another walkthrough? Because I have another deck. So I hope you will refill your hot tea, your hot coffee, because we've got another deck to go through. Are you up for it? I hope you are. All right, we have another deck. We do, we do. So what's in this beautiful, beautiful paper? Oh my gosh, the paper. So we have the Pythia Botanica Oracle. This deck has been out for a while, and many of you know it, so that's why I'm time stamping, so you can look at what you're interested in. So, oh my gosh, more beautiful paper. I love it. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to get this out of the plastic. Okay, so I saw this, as I mentioned in the recent video of Dawn Michelle's Boho Tarots, on her channel, and I just knew I had to have this deck as well, because I have so many classic art decks and I don't really have oracles that go with them, so I thought a plant-based vintagey art deck would be a good call. So for those of you who don't know this deck, it says on the back, it's an intuitive oracle deck rooted in mythology, infused with plant magic. Each deck carries 48 hand-illustrated cards and a guidebook designed by Nicole Rallis. And this was first published, it looks like, in 2016. And inside the box, it says the space between blooms and you, the pregnant pause, the fever few, the rose, the bee begotten, through stardust strewn with pollen, the marigold horizon, where the sun and moon have fallen, supernova and scabiosa, gravity and Artemisia, photon faded to futures card, a broken glass, the keenest shard. Okay, so again, this beautiful poetry. I did not know that these decks were infused with such beautiful poetry, and that's the inside of the box, least I forget. This one does come with a little bit of a guidebook. It's not a fold out. Gorgeous. Oh, the beautiful grays. Look at those beautiful gray backs. Let's get in. Same card, yes, same card stock, exact same card stock as the Ad Orbita that we just saw, and look at the beautiful matte edging. Gorgeous. So again, I think what I'm going to do is do another silent flip through, so you can just enjoy the images, and we'll come back. So I hope you enjoyed that silent walkthrough of the cards. Again, they shuffle just like the Ad Orbita. Yeah, they feel exactly the same. This deck is only 48 cards, so it's not a big stack to handle, so that's nice. I usually like my Oracle decks to have at least like 50, 52 cards. This is just short of that, but they're so beautiful, and I think it would go beautiful with some of my Victorian art or, you know, old art decks, just because it has that aesthetic and vibe. Let's pull a card and let's see what the guidebook, how the writing in the guidebook is. So we have Myrtle in Love and Death. So this is like very Victorian. Let's see how the guidebook is also set up. There's no table of contents. So it's going to be kind of hard to, and there's no numbers on the card, so here we go. It's going to be hard to find what you're looking for. That's negative. But Myrtle is in Love and Death, a card to set the day's minor dilemmas in relief against mortal boundaries. In Love and Death, all else becomes small. Myrtle is a protective wreath around trivial distraction and symbol of the better magic encompassed in life. That is beautiful. Again, very esoteric, kind of poetic riddles. And this will, you know, pair wonderfully with the Ad Orbita. And how these cards look laid out together. I mean, they are so beautiful. Let me know if you have this deck and how it has read for you. And for the Ad Orbita, for that matter. And what other decks do you pair them with? Have you had a hard time bonding with these decks? I'm not a plant person in that I work with plants. I enjoy plants and I love gardens and I enjoy nature, but I'm not one to dig down in the dirt. That was my mother, who always had a beautiful garden. The house I grew up in always had beautiful flowers and greenery all around in Southern California. My daughter has inherited that green thumb as well. I did not, but I enjoy it. I enjoy it immensely. It makes me happy. It calms me. But the working down in the dirt, I have a thing with bugs. And also, I get eaten up by the bugs very vigorously. Just want to see. I'm going to zoom up just a little bit. How these cards might look together. And of course, they're gorgeous. Now, you do remember that I said I had a PSA for y'all, because I don't want you to miss out. So, there we go. Oh, that's my youngest one when he was a little middle schooler. Isn't he cute? And yes, that's red hair he has. He's now 20, but here, don't want you to see my code. All right, you know I love Carrie Paris. Carrie Paris has a new Jane Austen Oracle kit coming with a 5-week course. I found the message that was texted to me, and I guess she originally put it out there on February 8th, and I was oblivious. I saw the pop-up message today, and I immediately ordered. Okay, so it's a 5-week course and you get a bunch of stuff. And what do you get with this? What's inside your kit? You get the Jane Austen deck, a combined deck of both Lenormand and Gypsy Witch symbols for a 52 card experience covered in class 1 through 5. Great for casting or cards. The Jane Austen reading cloth is printed with Diane Wilkie, little bit of ivory spread covered in class 5. You get a full color 82-page Jane Austen Oracle guidebook, also by Diane Wilkes. Yeah, Wilkes. A set of casting charms curated by Carrie Paris, covered in class 2. A tin of Jane Austen's bergamot tea with a tea infuser for tea leaf readings and botanical divining, covered in class 2. A sandalwood hand fan for divining the secret language encoded in your readings, covered in class 2. A glass lorgnette on long chain to read the hidden messages printed on each card, covered in classes 1 through 5. As a bonus, we've also included a copy of the now out of print Mini Lenormand Revolution deck and corresponding Grand Tableau reading cloth, all nested in a Jane Austen Hope box with magnetic flip top opening. And the first class is supposed to start on April 1st, 6 p.m. Pacific time to 7:30 Pacific. So it's an hour and a half class. And the first class is going to be taught by Diane Wilkes. Class 2, Decoding Hidden Messages with Charm Casting and Tea Leaf Readings, is with Carrie Paris. Okay, so class 1 is going to be the intro and what's inside the kit. Class 2 is going to be going over the casting charms and tea leaf readings with Carrie Paris. Class 3 is taught by Erica Robinson, Jane Austen themes as Lenormand significators. Very cool. Class 4 is with Jurg, the very Swiss-French spread. Class 5 with Diane Wilkes, a little bit of ivory spread. So she's going over the spread with her cloth. And then there's here, I'll leave a link in the description box below so you can read all this for yourself. And what is the cost, you ask? Okay, for the US, you get all this stuff. You're going to get 2 decks. You're going to get charms. You're going to get 2 spread cloths. You're going to get the class, 5 classes, hour and a half each. You're going to get the 82-page guidebook. You're going to get the tea and the reading tool. It's like a little magnifying glass. With the diffuser, the tea with the diffuser for $225. And that, okay, includes, so $225 includes Jane Austen Oracle Kit, 5-week course, and shipping and handling. Very cool. Okay, the kit is going to start shipping tomorrow, the 15th, via express mail. And it's a US one-time purchase. It also says through there's a payment plan, maybe? I don't know. For international orders, for those of you who may be interested, it's not that much more. It's $265 and it's only $10 more, and that includes your shipping and handling. So, you know, Carrie Paris, when she puts out things, it's very limited. It's only for a limited time. You know, once her products are gone, they are pretty much gone. And, you know, I know a lot of you have expressed regret of not getting her relative tarot, though that is coming mass market, I think, in November of this year. So that's something to look forward to. But this Jane Austen Oracle kit, it looks like it's got some just good old-fashioned divination, the tea leaves, Lenormand. It's just got it all here. Plus you get 5 courses and classes taught by experienced people, and it goes over their biographies here. I know Carrie Paris. I haven't heard of the others, but it looks, I'm just scanning, and it looks all, they're all very interesting and experienced people. So I will leave a link to this below. So the kits are going to start shipping out tomorrow, and the first class is April 1st. So if you want to get in on that, you're going to have to move pretty quickly to make sure that you get your kit on time. I've ordered mine. I told you it's March. It's my birthday month. I celebrate all month. My husband, he was the one that says, go for it. So yeah, I've got a good hubby. So I just thought I would leave that with you, because I know there's going to be some of you who are really, really going to be interested in this. Okay, that concludes my mega unboxing video and my PSA announcement. I really want to hear from you, what your experiences have been with these 2 decks. Do you have this one yet? Have you started reading with it? What's your experience been? And also, especially this one, since it's been out longer, the Pythia Botanical Oracle, how do you use it? What decks do you pair with it? And what do you think of the beautiful Carrie Paris mat? These are $27, and I think only $4 or $5 shipping, at least in the US. I don't think it's much more for international orders. There is another one on her site, which I know I will be getting because the quality is so beautiful. I will leave a link in the description box below. And like I said, this is a very small channel. If you found any value to it, entertainment-wise or information-wise, please consider subscribing, hitting a like, commenting below. And with that, I will leave you to get on with your day. Thank you so much for supporting this channel, and I'll be back really soon with another video. You know I will. Bye for now.